Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading, y'all. How are you guys today? Today is Tuesday, April 8th, I believe, 2025. But my readings are timeless, so whenever this message, this very general message finds you is when it's meant for you to have the message, all right? And again, my readings are general in nature, so one part of the reading may resonate and another part may not. That's okay. Okay. So let's get right into things. I have a little channeled message that I want to mention. So I keep hearing the words, say what you need to say what you mean to say. Now, I could be mistaking, but that sounds like lyrics to a song to me. Say what you mean to say what you need to say. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So if that's a song, if those are song lyrics, or if I'm close to that, I don't know. That's all I'm hearing is say what you need to say what you mean to say. So there could be somebody out here, perhaps that you are dealing with, or perhaps yourself, that needs to just say what you need to say and say what you mean to say. You could be dealing with somebody who is emotionally unavailable, and you could be like begging them to just tell you how they feel. So yeah, you know, I don't know if this is going to apply to the reading, but that may be something that you could be dealing with, somebody who you're having a hard time communicating with. And that could be stemming from some sort of childhood trauma that somebody is dealing with here. Again, this could be yourself, this could be somebody else, okay? No shade if this is, if you have emotional trauma, most of us do. So do not feel like you're alone in the situation. You know, and even if somebody says, oh, I don't have any trauma from my childhood, yeah, they do, somewhere. Somewhere they do, and they just haven't realized it yet because they haven't done the shadow work. So anyway, you could be dealing with somebody who hasn't done the shadow work, and this may be difficult for you to have to deal with this person because they haven't done the work. You may have done the work and it has perhaps made it. So when you do your shadow work, you learn about yourself, you learn about others, you learn about personalities, you learn about trauma, you learn about a whole slew of things, psychology, or psychological issues. You learn a lot, okay? And so that being said, you may be able to peg when somebody else has a lot of issues they need to deal with. And, you know, unfortunately, the way it works usually is the younger the person is, the less aware of their trauma they are, right? It takes us old people, we are able to see things and see through things a lot quicker, a lot easier. And we have done generally more of the work than say younger people have done. There's no shade to anyone at any age. And of course, there's work to do, shadow work to do your entire life. So it's not like, oh, once I hit 40, I've got my shadow work squared away. No, it doesn't work that way. There's always going to be constant things that come up. And a lot of times it's because of people that we interact with, that it brings up certain issues for us. And sometimes if it's not issues of our own, we interact with certain people and then we realize, oh my gosh, this person has so much work to do. They are, you know, you could be dealing with somebody who claims they've done all the work, that, you know, they're 30 years old and they're so smart, and they could even be, you know, somebody who prides themselves on teaching others about these types of things. So, but then they go on to belittle people, and, you know, if somebody contacts them about an issue rather than address the issue like a mature human being. They will be like, oh, that person's so petty. Oh, this person's got an issue with me. No, the issue is that perhaps you see through them and you see through their behavior, and you can see to the core of their inner child that is very wounded. Okay, so this could be something that you've been dealing with somebody with, or perhaps this is something that you're starting to realize about yourself. And it's liberating when you start realizing that, you know, we are not all perfect. If anybody claims they're perfect, they're delusional, basically. And so, because none of us are perfect, and we were put here to learn, and so our whole entire life should be used to learn, right? If you're learning nothing, what good is life? How boring, right? And so anyway, you could be dealing with somebody who thinks they're perfect, thinks they're a teacher, thinks that they are above something, and because they won't address perhaps something with you, they act like they're so high and mighty and that you're the one with the problem and you're petty, and knowing damn well they are avoiding issues. They are perhaps completely rude, gaslighting, and perhaps showing NPD traits, which I have to be careful what I say on the channel, y'all, because the algorithm is not liking me lately because I'm being very honest and I don't beat around the bush. And I haven't been using code words to describe certain things. So the algorithm essentially has been chewing me up and spitting me out and not giving me any new viewers or anything like that. So I do want to say I appreciate you all very much for interacting with the channel. I appreciate everything you do, from your likes to your shares to your super thanks, your subscriptions. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get into the reading, okay? I'm going to ring these bells 3 quick times and say a quick prayer, and then we'll get right into the cards, okay? One more time. And in case you guys are wondering, I'm going over my cards and my crown chakra with these bells, just for understanding. Ooh, didn't want to make all that noise, y'all. Sorry. Okay. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. First card out: desire, worth, extravagance. This card says reservation. There could be something here about somebody desiring a car or desiring some sort of worth or extravagance, something of money, something of material possession. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what other information do you have here for the collective? We have overload and third wheel. Somebody could be obligated to something or overwhelmed with something, overwhelmed with some perhaps paperwork, overloaded with some paperwork when it comes to finances. Somebody could be overextended in their finances or overextended in obligations. There could be a third wheel or somebody that is an enemy or somebody you don't trust. Somebody here could be, remember in the channeled message I was saying, somebody could be emotionally unavailable. Somebody could be emotionally unavailable because they are too busy desiring some sort of material possessions, which has left them overextended, overloaded, and obligated to this excess. So perhaps they're actually treating somebody unfairly because they're overloaded with something else. That does not make it okay. Stress. Yeah. Someone's stressed out. Somebody could have a headache. Always have headaches. And somebody could be like daydreaming about something or trying to stay optimistic about something. So somebody here could be stressed out, trying to stay over. Somebody could be over something. But somebody could be daydreaming about some sort of illusions or something that somebody could be daydreaming about going on a vacation, going on some type of trip of some sort, or living some sort of island life or like paradise, daydreaming about something to do with paradise. But somebody here could be delusional. Like somebody could be, Somebody could be hoping that their profession brings in a lot of money. They could be overloaded with this profession and stressed out. Somebody you work with could be an enemy. And this person could be like optimistic and daydreaming that their job could even take them somewhere in their mind. One more. Interesting. We have care. Support. This person may be looking for support. Or this could have to do with like a parent or somebody caring for somebody. Ooh, somebody caring about, excuse me, dominating somebody. And trapping them. I don't know what this means, y'all. Let's get into a different deck here because. All right. Oh, I don't have any music on. Hold on, y'all. Let me put some music on. Sorry about that. I knew I was forgetting something. You seemed a little too quiet. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification for reservation, desire, worth? The awareness of. Many thoughts about. So somebody could be having many thoughts about some sort of desire, worth, extravagance. Something could be that this could be happening during Mercury retrograde, which is right now. Somebody could have many words for somebody. This could be for an enemy. Excuse me. Clarify overload. What do we need to know about this excess obligation? Overloading. The need for control of, an obsession with, or a power struggle. So, somebody here could be desiring something. Okay, so we could have two people here. There's one person here that is aware of somebody wanting to have some sort of success with something. And then we have somebody else here who is overloaded because they have a need for control or have an obsession with being in power. Clarify third wheel. Clarify third wheel. Now this card flipped like around in a circle. So I'm gonna take both of these. So something here could have to do with someone's faith or some sort of spirituality. This third wheel could have hidden tendencies and be involved with some sort of overwhelming events or large institutions. Somebody could be seeking to be a philanthropist, which is essentially when someone has a lot of money, they're able to give back to the community. They're able to set things up to help others. It's funny that I'm seeing this. This is funny. When I was 6 years old, I came to my mother and I told my mother that I wanted to be a philanthropist when I got older. And I knew what it was. However, I wasn't old enough at the time to understand that I didn't come from a family of having the ability to be a philanthropist, if you get what I'm saying. In other words, my family didn't have philanthropy money, okay? So it's really cute that when I see this, I think about, because I've always been the type since I came out the womb that I wanted to help others. I wanted to make a difference in the world. Like, this has been something that I've wanted to do my entire life. However, as I got older and understood more about how these things work, I had to scale back how I could help people to something that was realistic for my life and the life I was born into. Okay, so there could be somebody here that sees some sort of hidden tendencies when it comes to someone's faith. Or something to do with like church or something. There could be a third enemy or a third wheel enemy that you don't trust that is within something to do with your faith. Clarify stress. Now this could be you, this could be somebody you're dealing with. Relationships. So this is your beliefs, what you value, your resources, relationships, the beauty of. Somebody could be a Libra. What you value. This could have something to do with money again. And the relationship with money. Somebody's relationship with money. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Let's get a few from this Kipper deck. Great fortune. So desire, worth, great fortune, y'all. I can't make it up. So there could be something here about desire and worth. And as you know, I didn't even say clarify reservation, desire, worth. So somebody's desiring some sort of great fortune here. Or somebody's aware of some sort of great fortune. Clarify overload, excess, obligation. Official person. So you could be this official person, or some sort of a official person may have. Let's get some more information. Somebody could be born on the 22nd or the 26th of the month. occupation. This is clarifying third wheel. So there could be a third wheel in somebody's work that has hidden tendencies. Okay. So you may or may not get along with this person. Remember in the beginning, I was talking about somebody being emotionally unavailable. This could be somebody you work with. This person could have hidden tendencies and talk crap about your faith. They could act like they're so faithful, but they're not. They're a fraud, I just heard. We have clarifying stress is journey. So somebody here could have journeyed to cause somebody some sort of stress by being emotionally unavailable or not responding. And that's when somebody doesn't respond, it's because they're emotionally unavailable. And it's not just for like you that they're emotionally unavailable, it's for themselves. Clarifying daydream, we have child. This could be taken a whole bunch of ways, y'all. Somebody could be acting like a child. This doesn't have to be a family situation. You could work with this person and they could act really immature. They could have journeyed out to be immature when it comes to a specific work relationship. Because they want to make the money. I just heard the word stubborn. Somebody could be very stubborn. We have set in wealth in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. So this could create this childless person we have expectation, set in wealth in reverse. So this immature person here that you work with could be expecting someone here to lose money or trying to create some sort of situation for a mature woman to lose some sort of money. This is their expectation because they're childish. Clarify care. Pathway. So this is, okay, so this pathway, we also have long range thinking or travel. So somebody here could be thinking about their pathway to travel to do something here for support, or somebody could have cared when it came to somebody. So they set out on a pathway to share something with somebody because you shared the same spiritual values, or so you thought. So this could have to do with somebody here that you could have contacted somebody because you thought you had the same spiritual values of this person. So you could have shared something with them and they acted really immature. This could be somebody in the workplace. This could be something to do, this person could have wanted to stress you out or give you some type of a headache or cause you bad health. All right, let's move on to this deck. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Clarify reservation, great fortune. Ooh. We have side hustle and Jezebel. So this person you work with could be doing something on, this could be like, they could be trying to gain some sort of great fortune from a side hustle. This situation right here that you work with this person, this mutual work here that you may do with this person could be a side hustle, and it may have turned into like a business. This person could be acting like a Jezebel. One more, please. Like a Jezebel jackass clown. So this emotionally unavailable person here must be this Jezebel. Oh, we have police station. This person could be a criminal, or could have been a criminal, or have a criminal record. Interesting. Clarify overload, official person. The need for control or obsession. Legal matters. So this person could be overloaded because they have legal matters. Let me give you guys some numbers here. Somebody could be 34, somebody could be 35, somebody could be born October or October 18th, 22nd, or 26th. Somebody could be born in March. Somebody could be 61, 73, born on the 17th of the month. Somebody could be born in 1967 or be 67, and or someone's born on the 29th. Ooh. So somebody could be overloaded because they have debt, bad credit. This could be leading to legal matters and an official person coming in. No, baby, it's okay. There's nobody here. Something about a funeral or endings. These legal matters could be creating some sort of endings for this person. Somebody could be having a power struggle with, excuse me, with the court system or an official person. Clarify third wheel. Somebody could have an issue with substances. This is what these hidden tendencies are. These hidden tendencies could be addiction issues. This third wheel enemy you work with here. Well, that could explain some things. Clarify third wheel, enemy, distrust, GPS. So yeah, this has been the map of their life. Excuse me. So this person's direction has been to have hidden tendencies to cope with. And now I've never taken this card this way before, but because of the other cards that are out, this is what I'm getting. Clarify stress. Thug. So this person is a thug, or has been a thug, or been around people that this person could have criminal. This person, okay, let me go back. I can't get the words out fast enough. This person could have journeyed to do something criminal. Look, there's handcuffs there. For resources. This person could have done this with a partner in the past, or their partner could be a thug. Born in October. Clarify daydream. Turning your back. So you could be turning your back on this childish person, resulting from an indecision about something, trusting your psychic knowledge of the situation and your spirituality. You could be a Pisces turning your back on somebody childish here. This thug person here could be a Libra. Rejected. Yeah, you're turning your back and rejecting somebody here. You could be a Pisces, or this person that you're dealing with is a Pisces. So you could be like rejecting this childish energy because you trust your psychic knowledge of a situation. Now, remember I was saying in the beginning, somebody is emotionally unavailable, and this is why they maybe haven't responded to you. So they may not have responded to you because they're immature, or maybe or this person who's childish could have rejected you or turned their back on you. And you trust your psychic knowledge of everything. So you could be a Pisces. And Pisces is the most psychic sign in the zodiac, okay? But I can speak and testify as a Pisces that we are extremely psychic. So yeah, somebody could have rejected somebody for being childish. You could trust your psychic knowledge of something 100%. So you could be moving on from the situation. Clarified parenthood, care, support. This could have been something that you reached out to somebody because you have the same spiritual values here for support. And this person rejected you. This could be somebody who has secrets, who's childish and has secrets because of their past. They could cover up these secrets with their faith. Right now you're being asked to do you. Be stress-free, set goals, stay career focused. Okay, one more, please. Yeah, this person could have a toxic lifestyle. So you may be dodging a bullet when it comes to being friends with this person. Or, you may just need to keep it professional. You need to continue having no strings attached to this person. Continue to do your soul searching. Perhaps even take some time to yourself. All right, let's... Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification on this police station jackass Jezebel? Spilling over, out of control behavior. So someone's out of control behavior could have got them when it comes, okay, so someone's out of control behavior with a side hustle could have got them in trouble with the police, something to do with money. Or you may be being made aware of this. Clarify overload, official person, legal matters. Now this came out sideways. This person could have toxic influences. Something that they chose to do was a bad idea. Somebody acted carelessly when it came to something. There could be a turning point here for somebody in a good direction. Perhaps it's this person. Clarify third wheel, occupation. We have kiss. increase in intimacy, appreciation and kindness, blessing or good fortune. So somebody, this could be your energy here, your occupation with your, if you have an occupation that has to do with your faith, this could be a blessing bringing in good fortune here. Clarify stress. That's too many. Dang. We have secrets. I wasn't going to take 3 cards, but somebody could have secrets about being overly emotional. Somebody could have anger issues. Somebody could be break things when they get upset. Somebody's too emotional or dramatic. Somebody could exaggerate things. This could be this person's secrets that they've had happen in their life. This could have had to do with relationships. This person could thrive. Somebody here could thrive in this energy of being too emotional. So when you grow up in an environment where things are off balance, let me just put it in a simple way. When things are off balance around you, whether people are over emotional or overly emotional or have substance issues, they could have personality issues, right? Psychological issues. When people grow up around these types of, when in this type of an environment, people tend to thrive in overly emotional situations or very stressful situations. When something is normal, if there's a such thing, if something is too normal, this person will create some sort of drama or stress because that's what they thrive in. This could be something that somebody has a tendency to do in their relationships. Somebody may be needing to research their competition. If there's some sort of, we have offense here. Somebody could have journeyed to have some sort of, okay. Now, this energy I'm picking up on, they could, there's this thug energy here. Brassy. No. No. Y'all, she's been barking at nothing today. Literally just sitting there, just barking nonstop. And it's like, I don't understand what the deal is with her today, but something's up. Of course, if you guys know me, you know she's 16 years old and she's like 105 in people years. So, you know, she probably has some sort of like dementia or something like that. But, you know, she seems to be really young for her age, but I don't know. She's been acting weird today, so my apologies. Let me get back to this. This person who has journeyed out in their life to perhaps be a thug, this could be stemming from, and when I say thug, this particular energy, this could be somebody who talks tough. Like, they could swear a lot, be like, be this, MF or this, F this, blah, 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 right? And this could actually be a female. Don't know. Could be a guy, could be a girl. But this person has journeyed out in their life, in their relationships with people, the way they come across to people as being kind of thuggish or ghetto, okay? And that being said, this person could do this because this is what's comfortable to them, because this is what they grew up in. They can be overly dramatic when it comes to this. But this is something that you need to pay attention to and perhaps not support this kind of behavior. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am saying that if this is not aligning with who you are and your values, then if you are, let's say, friends or close with this person, if you work with them, or if you guys are part of the same faith group or spiritual group or church or whatever, this is going to make you look bad. This person could be very popular, right? They could be charismatic. They could have a large following. This person could, come across as being very real, and that's why people like this person. But this person, again, going back to the beginning of the reading, has a lot of emotional work to do, shadow work to do. And at that point, they may become more vulnerable with themselves and stop putting up this tough persona as though they're this ghetto. I'm picking up like, I don't want to be too specific here, but I'm picking up like female rappers that are popular. I don't want to say who I'm talking about because I don't want to mention any names. But you know how certain very popular female rappers act. It's not classy in my opinion, but somebody could have this kind of thuggish energy about them. And this is how they thrive. They could use this as a strategic advantage. Yeah. Wasted venture, misalignment, lack of direction, unfulfilled potential, and regretful investment. So this person could have unfulfilled potential. They could lack direction and be completely unbalanced and misaligned. And this could be why you turned your back on somebody. You could have seen their true colors. So you could have, this person may have rejected you first, being childish, and so you turned your back on this person because you can see through this this childish person here. All right, clarify care, support. Somebody could be dealing with a crisis with their family, their parents. These could be transformative challenges going on in their life, or creating major life changes for them. This could make them feel like they have a lack of security, or they're having some sort of upheaval here. So this person could actually fall back on some sort of toxic lifestyle. Another energy I'm getting here from this particular person. If this is somebody you work with, they could be like, you could do your nails a certain way, right? Like a certain shape. And then, and let's just say you wear your nails like this. This is the only way you've ever worn your nails. And you know this person, because you work with them all the time, you see their hands, you know that they wear their nails more like pointy or whatever. And then all of a sudden this person comes in and their nails are like yours. They're the same color as yours. They're the same shape as yours. This person could start doing their hair like yours. This person could try to dress like you. They could be wearing the same type of jewelry as you. They could literally, you could walk by this person's desk and see that they're drinking the same drink as you. Like, it's to the point where you're like, this person doesn't know who they are, clearly. And it's one thing to, and this, I'm also picking up this particular person could have even like spread some sort of rumor or lies or perpetuated some lies like I had in this reading yesterday. This work person who perpetuated lies, they could have been saying like you were like a copycat or some type of energy like that. And here this person is literally doing everything you do. You could walk by their desk and they could have the same pen as you. Like they could be using the same sticky notes as you, the same shape, the same. I'm just making examples. And you're like, wait a minute, the audacity that somebody would sit around and say these things and then actually be doing exactly what they're accusing you of. It's funny. It's actually funny. But this is because this person is emotionally imbalanced. They can't know themselves. They have too much external stress going on around them. So that could be part of the issue. I don't know. Let's keep going. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification for this? Okay. Guilt-free. Somebody could be saying so this is clarifying police station, jackass, side hustle, Jezebel. This person could be guilt-free. They could be like, no, I'm not guilty of something. I haven't done that. Like, I didn't copy this person. The number 78 could be significant. Somebody could be born on the 26th of the month in 1978. So this person could be reactive. Or they want you to be reactive. You could just be being proactive about a situation. So you could have tried to nip something in the bud. Like you could have, this person could have like perpetuated some lie in the workplace. And so you like put your foot down and was like, no, like that, you know, like, you could have even like had an attorney like write up something for you, like not a cease and assist because I don't believe it's that far yet, but you could have, you know that you're free of some guilt here when it comes to this particular person. You know what they're saying is a lie. So you proactively did something with a specific situation. So that way it would empower you to move on with things. So you energetically put an end to something. So that way you could move on with, say, your business and the way you do things here. But right now, baby, mommy's doing something right now, okay? Go lay down, okay? Go lay down. Yeah, you're wanting to move on to your opportunities. You could feel like energetically this person is like holding you back. Like this person's energy, their negativity, their stress, this headache that they've created for themselves and for you, this childish energy that they have drug you into. You want to be proactive. You know you're free of any kind of guilt of copying this person, because I am picking up this energy here. This misaligned or misdirected stress that this person is trying to put on you. You're ready for your doors to be opening for you. Nothing is stopping you. And clearing up this energy is going to present you with new opportunities to expand, and you can collaborate with others. Like if this is somebody you worked with and you thought maybe like you could collaborate with them in some way, because you could be a go-getter, right? And you could be, we have the number 78, 84, or 72. Somebody could be born in 72, 78, or 84. Assistance. So this person may need assistance with legal matters. Or if they don't stop with this bad idea, they're going to need assistance. Clarify third wheel. Watching them. Somebody could be watching this person. They could be having legal matters because they're being watched at their occupation. All of everything they do is being mapped out and watched here with GPS. This third wheel enemy here at your job could be being watched. Interesting. Somebody could be born October 7th. Clarify stress. This person could be too stuck in some type of a mindset, this thug energy here. Creating some sort of issue when it comes to an outlook of a situation. This person could have just disregarded anyone coming into their life for whatever reason. There could be new evidence coming out about this person. This is an offense that this person has created here. You may not be the only person this person has treated crappy. Yeah, you can have confidence of that. Stay confident in your spiritual or psychic abilities here. You could be radiating confidence. It's oozing out of your skin. This is what the card says. This could create a magnetizing effect, drawing people to you. So you may be having opportunities to work with other people moving forward here. People may see your confidence and love it. And it could have been built on honesty and truth here. And there's no way that anybody can actually say you're putting up a fake facade or you're copying somebody. You need to have confidence in the truth, how you feel, the fact that this person is being immature. One more for Daydream. So you may be needing to have boundaries with this person and prioritize self-care to help you manage this discomfort. Maybe using some sort of relaxation techniques to create a calming environment around you. So if you're stressed out, like the last thing that you should be doing is turning on some sort of like rap or that kind of music. Because you should probably be turning on like the music I have in the background that's calming, to create some sort of sensory boundary here. This will help promote relaxation and rejuvenation. Take breaks. Make sure you're putting yourself in a calming environment, because this person's thuggish energy could wear off on you. And this is the thing, like, if you guys come from the same church or spiritual background, the truth is this particular energy that you're working with isn't really portraying that they are connected to God. They may be acting as though they are, right? They may be going through the motions that they are, but they're actually a thug at heart, a thug Jezebel. That could be dealing with legal matters. Bending time. Somebody could be altering a sequence of events here. Interesting. Something about the number 54. The number 12. Somebody could be born, we've got 53 and 54. Interesting. But you could be confident in yourself. And if this person wants to alter the sequence of events, then they can go ahead and do so. But there's actually proof that what they're saying is BS. And what they're doing is BS. Clarify care. So like if this person's saying you're a copycat, I'm just using this as an example. You could have proof going back that you actually originated some sort of idea. Spiritual overload. You may be solely relying on spiritual guidance, either through tarot readers, tarot cards, or some form of spiritual escape. Be careful when listening to messages that may not align with you in order to validate your reasoning. What was I just saying? I was just saying, if this person is in the same like faith group as you or spiritual like yourself, this could even have to do with like your work. You guys could be a part of this, something to do with spiritual community here. Be careful who you're listening to, right? Let's say, be careful of the messages that you're getting and who they're from. So it's really important to know, like, if you're a third party in this situation, let's say you work with these people and you know two of these people are like fighting. They're both supposed to be, like, let's say, of a certain faith or spiritual, have certain spiritual values. And of course, I'm just reading off the cards here. You may be like wondering who's legit and who's not, because one person could be portraying something, but really they're a thug. And you may be able to see this because this person is like swearing all the time, or, you know, acting really ghetto all the time. So be careful who you tend to follow when it comes to this kind of behavior, because you don't have to swear all the time or act a certain way. Just because if someone's acting ghetto, that doesn't make them real. It just makes them not very smart when it comes to knowing the time and place to act a certain way. Learn to trust yourself, and instead of depending on others or spiritual advisors. So as a spiritual advisor, I would have to agree with this. You really have to know where you're getting your messages from and who you're getting your messages from. Let's get one more. We have paint the town red. This is an opportune moment to venture out and revel in your own company with exuberance and extravagance. Relish every moment without succumbing to the influence of external opinions. Guard against the sway of others' viewpoints and maintain your autonomy. It says exactly what I was just saying. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying this even more. So guard against the sway of others. Just because somebody appears to be real because they seem relatable doesn't mean that they're giving you true advice, or you should be taking advice from this person. Somebody could be born in 1998. Somebody could be born 10/9, so October 9th. All right, let's get a positive message to close out this reading, y'all. Let's get a couple signs. I want to see, who is this Jezebel jackass? I've been doing things a little different here, y'all. I've been, normally I just get signs that are very general, but this last few days I've been called to get the signs for specific cards that came out. So this Jezebel jackass could have Libra or Cancer somewhere in their chart. Now this could be anywhere in someone's chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. So, you know, this is the thing, and this is the reason why I usually keep it general, because unless you know someone's, like, their whole chart, you're not going to know, okay? So somebody could be, have Libra or Cancer somewhere in their chart. Let's see, who's having these legal matters? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Somebody with Aquarius somewhere in their chart. Let's see, who is this person that you work with that's got addiction issues? This could be a Capricorn. I'm going to get one more. Or somebody who has Capricorn somewhere in their chart. Someone could have Capricorn in their 12th house. This could be something that they have. This could, okay, this is interesting. So Capricorn is the devil in tarot. So somebody could be like very devilish. This is interesting that this comes out with like addiction issues. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? Who's this thug? Oh, one more for occupation. Aries, so somebody could be somebody you work with here who has this devilish addiction energy. Could be an Aries or a Capricorn. Okay, who is this thug? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, that's stressed out. Cancer again. So somebody could be a Cancer here, or have Cancer somewhere in their chart is stressed out or acting thuggish. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Then we have Taurus on the bottom of the deck. So there could be a Taurus involved in this as well. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get one card for a positive closeout message here? Rewrite the script. Number 16 could be significant here. Rewrite the script. Card 16 delves into the intricate and profound relationship between fate, faith, self-concept, and assumptions, offering a deep exploration of the inner workings of human consciousness. What did I just say, you guys? I've been saying in this entire reading here, there could be something about assumptions as well. Somebody could assume something because of something about the way someone looks, or when you draw this card, it signals a pivotal moment guided by your higher self. It's a call to introspect and self-awareness. encouraging you to carefully examine your current assumptions. At its existence, this card prompts you to consider how your beliefs and assumptions are shaping your reality. Take a moment now to reflect and uncover any hidden assumptions that may not align with the reality you want. Card 16 is a resounding call to action. It emphasizes your inherent ability to reshape your reality through the transformation of your assumptions and underscores that the attitude you hold towards your assumptions is the crucial factor in realizing your goals. The card's potency lies in the profound imprint it leaves within your consciousness field, reminding you of the almighty power your assumptions hold over your direct experience of reality. An extremely powerful way to work with this card is to take inventory of your programmed assumptions. Please take out your journal and write out your most pertinent assumptions about life. Once you have done that, you are encouraged to symbolize your commitment to change by burning that piece of paper and then inscribing a fresh page in your journal with your brand new assumptions. Pulling this card is a strong indication from your higher self that a huge prayer you have been praying for is on the verge of manifesting in your physical reality. There is a simple tweak in your attitude which needs to take place and an upgrade in your perception. And the very thing that you have been calling in will make its way miraculously from the unseen realms into the visible realms of matter. So this could have something to do with an assumption, something to do with somebody's faith. Somebody may be needing to do a deep exploration of their inner workings of the human consciousness, which is exactly what I was saying from the beginning. If somebody is emotionally not addressing something or emotionally unavailable, this falls into this category. Somebody could be making assumptions about something. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure my shirt is not open. Somebody could be making assumptions about something. This may be a pivotal moment to be guided by your higher self, or encouragement to carefully examine your current assumptions. That could be what you've done here. You could have nipped something in the bud when it comes to something. You could have been proactive to clarify some type of assumption. To clarify you're innocent of something. You could be trusting your psychic knowledge of experience here and be able to see through this person's behavior. Interesting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, y'all. This is kind of a long reading, and I hope some way, somehow, this has clarified something for you in this particular situation. Please do like the reading, y'all. Share if there's anyone that you feel could benefit from this reading, and I would love to have you subscribe if you would like to, and I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Bye.